I knew from a very young age that I always wanted to perform comedy. By the age of 25, I had therefore got a law degree, a business degree, married my university sweetheart, and proceeded to immediately have 4 children. To put it in perspective, it would be like saying I want to run a marathon and then gaining 60 pounds, which I also did. The problem wasn't that I was a CEO performing comedy, but that I was the only CEO performing comedy. So I developed a plan, and I'd like to welcome you to the 8th year of my plan. We had a great year. This year, we raised, on a net basis, over $1.5 million. The business leaders that are backstage are scared shitless. So if you could just take a moment and just make a lot of happy, loving noise, clapping, let them know that you're here to support them.
So 7 years ago, my wife blessed me with 2 beautiful sons. I picked up John, I put him in my arm, and I said, John, I want you to be a good man. And then I picked up little Brian Mulroney. And I gave him the only advice that came to mind. I said, don't Google yourself. Look, let's get with the real funny, shall we? This is the reason you're all here is because we got a lot of jokes to get through tonight.
This year was my easiest year of all the years I've done it. They were fantastic. I'm happy this year because marijuana will be legal in Canada on July 1st. I'm very happy about that. What a great birthday present. Happy birthday to you, Canada. Light it up. The process is I get them to write their jokes, and then we get nervous and want to throw up and do the show. It's awesome.
We just kind of start casually and try to get to know one another. Then I can start to sort of get into some meat about their lives. And then my job is to sort of pick out what I think could be good bits, and then I kind of let them run with it.
Are you guys ready to see your next guest of the evening, everybody? Let me hear ya!
It's a nice situation to be in because probably they don't have people speak the truth to power that much, even if it is for a joke.
They are a little unsafe, and they know it, and they're embracing it for a reason, which feels great.
It's all in good fun, and I like to play the Simon Cowell role on the panel. I looked up your resume on the internet, and I thought you were too boring to make fun of. But
for me, a lot of it is stage presence. It's how confident are they in what they say.
Authenticity, stories that are real, that are personal, that are actually from their life experience.
when somebody appropriates another voice, or they perform it as if they've seen a whole bunch of comedians and they go, okay, I can do it like that, that's no fun. You want them to be as real as possible.
Please welcome your first CEO of the evening, Mr. Paul Godfrey.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm feeling great. People asked me whether I was nervous. I was never nervous.
A lot of people wondered how a guy like me could ever become president of the Blue Jays. I was known as Home Run Godfrey. Now, I know that's a strange name for a pitcher.
Well, I was sort of flabbergasted. People at the hospital for sick kids wouldn't let me get out of it because they knew that I have a great love for the hospital. So it's hard for me to say no to an institution that I love.
There's an incredible energy once you're on the stage, and once I was on there, the words just flowed and it felt great.
I am on the 18th month of my renovation, and the reason it is not getting done is because my beautiful wife keeps changing things. I am actually quite convinced that if Pablo Escobar had been married to an Egyptian woman during his renovation, he would have simply surrendered to the DEA. It would have been all over.
I wanted to take my cheat sheet cue cards and just throw them out of the audience and say, thank God I've done this once and I'm not doing it again.
I was so scared. I could feel my hands shaking and my heart was beating. And I was honored because this is a huge thing. Obviously they believe in me if they thought that I could pull this off. They believed in me more than I believed in myself. Too much. Let me lighten the load.
I'm feeling great. When I did get asked, I sent a note to my girls, as I mentioned, and you saw the type of advice I got from them, and that is all true.
Nervous? No, I don't get nervous for much. I was nervous tonight. Yeah. but I'm happy. It's fine. It's all good. David showed up and said, the 6 minutes is one part. The tough part is you got to go raise $500,000. So it was a short-lived elation, and then obviously some work to do.
Most importantly, my dad's here. My dad is 91 years old, and when we were kids, he would say to my brothers and I and our buddies, if you play with yourself too much, you're gonna go blind. And I'll respond the same way to my dad tonight that I always have. I'm over here, Dad.
The most important part of tonight is that it is a fundraiser. The trophy for the best fundraiser is called the Mamala Award. To the best fundraiser for Humour Me this year is someone who raised more money than anyone has ever raised in the history of this 8-year competition, and is a special man who is a natural-born leader and truly a great friend, Mr. Blake Hutchison. The winner of the Ultimate Comedy Competition comes back each year and presents to the next winner. And last year, we were lucky enough that His Worship John Tory won. He's here tonight to present the winner of the competition.
The winner is Waleed Sullivan.
Thank you all very much. I've been involved with the Sick Kids Hospital for a number of years, and so genuinely thank you all very, very much for participating in this.
As David likes to say, we already won. So everyone's already won. The night's gonna already be a success because of how much money was raised.
Every year, it kicks it out of the park and raises the bar, and I'm thrilled to be part of it.
I wouldn't be here today without Sick Kids. So this is a small way of me giving back, and anything you ever do for children is never a bad thing.
The most incredible feeling that you get being in the hospital is knowing that this care in our beautiful country is available for everyone.
As an institution that helps children from around the world, and we're so fortunate to have it in Toronto.
I've been involved with Sick Kids Hospital and Foundation for about 8 years, and there isn't a person that I know that hasn't been touched by Sick Kids in some way.
Raising funds in any little way that we can for institutions like Sick Kids has been very rewarding emotionally and personally.
Amazing night. David Goodman deserves a ton of credit. He's an amazing guy, and it was an amazing show. So thank you for David for all you've done.